Hey guys, it's Izzy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am drawing two of my viewers' Roblox characters. I am first starting off with the person who commented first on the video. Oh, this person is Carlitos. Who's 950131. I'm drawing their avatar first. The program I am using is Clip Studio Paint, and the brush I am currently using for my rough sketch is the Real G pen, because I just really like to sketch with that one. I am having his hand up to his face. His other hand down to the side. So let's just skip past this rough sketch and get to the details. We are now on to the line art of the art. I'm on my cleanup sketch right now, and we're about to get on to the line art. As you can see, I have his hand up to his face as if he's like I don't know, like I'm all that, maybe. I don't know. That's just where I wanted to put his hand. Originally I was going to try and go with a bowl cut because of how the hair is shaped. It was very confusing for me to try and draw, but so I decided to originally go with a bowl cut, which yeah, it was a bowl cut. I am now doing the line art with the textured pen. Finally. I'm using the textured pen to do the line art. And yeah. I don't really have much else to say about the line art. Other than I do change the bowl cut later. I have the guy's profile picture on the screen, like now, and the hair gave me a lot of trouble. I was like, how do I stylize that? So here's me doing the rest of the line art for the picture, which took a while. If you wanted to know, as you can see, the sped up footage is not very long, but this illustration took me over an hour. Up there's me changing it to spiky hair because I honestly did not know how to style the hair. So now I am on to the coloring, and I've actually moved in a picture in the reference area now. I am now on to the coloring of the picture. This was one of the easier parts of the picture because coloring doesn't take forever. Although the picture did take a while, it was really fun. For the coloring, I'm pretty sure I used the thin gouache brush for all of it. I know I used some with a painty texture because I love using brushes with painty textures. They're just really fun to paint with because it makes it look like more traditional than digital art. There's me adding all the colors on the shirt. I had to fill in the eyes with brown because the eyes have no distinct color. So it was very confusing for me to color the eyes. And I was like, how do I color them? Oh, here's me adding shading. I added a deep red, and then I added multiply and then erase some. I had to change the area on the jacket to gray because it didn't work. I tried to apply a paper texture, and I'll tell you that didn't work at all. It does not work. So I scrolled through the asset library for a background, and I love this one. I thought it looked really cool. I added a teal background on it, and I added some finishing details to the illustration. So here is the finished illustration of Carlitos 950131. Thank you so much for letting me draw your character. I had so much fun doing it, and I am pretty pleased with how the illustration turned out. There is like a bit of stuff that is a bit wonky to me that I really want to fix, but overall it looks really good, and I'm very pleased with it. So let's move on to the next illustration. This next illustration is of Disney Girl 1_3, who was the next person to submit their illustration, or their character, which I actually really enjoyed drawing. See, drawing girls is in my comfort zone of art, and so I was very happy when I found out I was drawing a girl avatar. Like, so happy. Like, I was so happy I was drawing a girl avatar, because that just makes me so happy. For this illustration, I decided to have Disney Girl in a peace sign, and, yeah. I don't know what else to say about the rough sketch, because it's kind of really bad in the rough phase. Because I made the legs kind of look weird in the beginning, and the hands and the arms, it all looks weird. I also had her wink where the peace sign was going to be. I used the kneaded eraser brush at a little opacity to erase the rough sketch, and then I go over with a cleanup sketch, which is really long. So we're going to skip past the cleanup sketch and cut to the line art, just to save you guys some viewing pleasure. Now I am moving on to the clothing. This was a bit tricky because of how their clothing was stylized. It was a white button-up shirt with the little tie at the bottom. That was really hard to draw. I drew the collar first because that would help me, I felt like. Then I went and drew the sleeves, which was quite hard on the arms sticking up, and I had to make the shirt a bit baggy just to give the indication that it's a shirt, because shirts don't sit flat on the body. Then I added the pants, which are blue jeans, which was not that hard, thankfully. I made them ripped. The original picture is not ripped, but I made them ripped. I thought that you might like that. I am now working on the hand, which was a bit difficult. You see, the hand was a bit difficult due to the fact that it was so small. And I'm not the best at drawing hands. I wish I was better at drawing hands, but I'm not. And I've just realized I put the hand backwards. I think I fixed that, maybe. Nope, I do not. Nope. I was going to add nails, but then I was like, okay, this'll work. I was like, okay, this'll work. I'll add nails. I then lightened it even more. And then I went on to add actual line art. For this, I used the turn-up pen. And I just pretty much went over my sketch. The buttons, the area with the buttons caused me a bit of trouble because I didn't want to draw the buttons, but at the same time I needed to add the buttons. If you know what I mean. So I just worked on everything else first. I added buttons originally, and I worked on the head, and the hands, and everything pretty much. I had a lot of fun doing this. I would just like to say real quick, I had a lot of fun doing this. Also, I would like to give these two, Carlitos and Disney Girl, a shout out because you guys actually commented on the video. I was actually quite shocked to find comments because I was not expecting anyone to comment. So thank you so much for commenting on my video. That meant a lot to me that people actually wanted me to draw them. So yeah. So for the ruffles, because the shirts had ruffles on the sleeve. So for this, I actually took a brush from the clothing category, and that had, like, it was a ruffle brush, and I actually used that. It's not cheating. I promise you, it is not cheating. I couldn't get it to work at first. So I was like, why will this not work? Yeah, that was my own stupidity. Anyway, I finally got the braids to work. See, there is a ruffle brush and a braid brush. I used both of them. I like both of them a lot. The braid brush was so detailed compared to my, my way of drawing braids. I can't draw braids, if you didn't know. Also, all the clicking you're hearing is my chair. Just saying. Anyway, I erased some of the braid brush where it looked weird. I smoothed out the edges, and then I used a soft eraser to... I later used a soft eraser to clean up the edges. Then but before I do that, I fill in the base colors, which was really fun. And I love filling in colors. They are originally flat colors. See, I was trying to erase some of the... See, this is where I erased some of the braid because it looked weird. Anyway, now I'm coloring the shirt. I made it a very light, a semi-dark gray. I actually am pretty... Yep. I keep this... It's the same color, and I tried to make the ruffles as good of a color like this. See, here I am adding the ruffles, and like, how do I do this? See, I was originally going to add the ruffles along like the chest line or something like that, and yeah, no, that didn't work. I actually originally made the ruffles a bit lighter than the actual shirt, and big mistake. You don't add the ruffles as a lighter color. Here's a tip. Don't add the ruffles as a lighter color, because it will not turn out good. I promise you, it won't turn out as good as you want it to. After I finally learned how the brush worked, I started adding the buttons with the button brush, and that took a lot of tweaking. I was like, how do I get the size I want? I finally got it to a size I liked. This was the size. I don't know why they look so off-center, though. It makes no sense. And I don't know why they look so off-center. I then started filling in the skin tone with the thin gouache brush. Again, for a painty texture, which I love. I honestly really love using the thin gouache brush, and I recommend if you use CSP, then try it out. I also had to put some of the skin tone on the pants because they are ripped, so I don't want it to look unrealistic to where it has, you know, looks weird. Oh, for the pants, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure it was an ink brush. I know that. I have the brush I used on screen because I can't remember which one I exactly used. So I have the brush name on screen that I used. I used the Real G pen to fill in the shadows on the pockets, and I got some... I was looking through the asset library to see, like, the clothing area to see if there was something that would look good for ripped areas, and I thought, you know, the lace would look good, so I just made it really big. Oh, I made it really big and set it to clipping mask over the layers, and now you have gorgeous ripped jeans, I guess. Now it's time to work on the face, and oh my gracious. The face is always hard, because I'm always afraid I'm going to mess up on the face, but I usually don't. We're now moving on to the irises. Fun. So I added the pupil, and where the heck did the nose go? Oh wait, I erased the mouth and nose because I wanted to redo them. Then I added eyebrows because it looks weird without eyebrows, no lie. When I make a drawing without eyebrows, I'm like, something's missing. And I'm like, oh wait, it's the eyebrows. Anyway, added the nose, added some eyelashes for good measure, because I love adding eyelashes. They look so good. I then got the eye color, which was green, and I didn't like that dark green, but I used it anyway. So I added a lot of highlights just to, make up for that. I added a ton of highlights, like a ton, and the white highlight in the corner of the eye. I also made sure to add the white in the iris, but I do that a bit later. Now it is time to actually shade this thing. Oh gracious. There's a lot to shade. So I shaded the neck first with, again, a muted red. I shaded the hand, the eye, the nose, the arm, the other arm, and all the stuff under the jeans because, it's under that. And then I accidentally set to add glow, so it glowed. So then I just set it to multiply, and then I thought, this looks great. And then I finally filled in the iris. Why did I fill in the iris afterwards? No clue. But I did shade it, though. So I don't really have anything to say about the art right now because I'm just going through layers. But how's your New Year's been? And I hope it's been going well. If you like, comment your resolution down below. But that's only if you want. But I'd love to hear them. Now I am shading literally everything else that I have not shaded yet, including the hair, the clothes, and that's about it, actually. The hair and the clothes are the only things I have not shaded. I actually am doing the shading for the hair and not the highlights. I do add hair highlights, but my hair highlights are really different than most hair highlights, so I pretty much add the highlights like in a jagged motion, right? Like so. And then I add glow, and then I use Gaussian blur on them to make it shiny. And I absolutely love doing this. It makes the hair look shiny and it makes it pop. After this, I looked for a background, and oh my gracious, I looked for a long time. This one made me feel like I was going blind, like optical illusion. That one did too. I don't like that one. It was mean. It made my eyes like, no, get it away. After looking for a while, I finally found a background I liked. So, yeah. So here's the finished illustration of Disney Girl 1_3. Thank you so much for letting me draw your avatar. I had so much fun doing it. And I hope to do this again in the future. I am very happy with how it turned out. There is not much I would change. Maybe the buttons, but other than that, there is nothing else I would really change. I really enjoyed drawing this, and I hope to do it again sometime. So comment below if you would like me to do it again, and I will make another video on it. If I do make another video on this, I will have it on my community tab, okay? It will be on my community tab. Not my, not a specific video. It will be on my community tab just to make things easier for everyone so that I don't have to literally just record a 20-minute long video just saying, okay, I'm taking submissions now. I'll post it on my community tab, so make sure to subscribe so that you will get notified every time I post on my community tab. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and please subscribe if you feel like it. It's up to you, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.